Sziasztok! Hi guys! So today I thought I would share with you some tips that I learned through my pregnancy in Belgium. Because we are here without any support from friends or family. Are you alright? Are you a YouTube star now? Are you a YouTube star again? Good. Sorry for that. So we are here without any support from family or friends. So basically, I have to figure out everything by myself through research and reading a lot, really. But I don't mind that because I'm that type of person anyways who does a lot of research before committing to something. Yeah, so let's see my pregnancy story. So actually, we found out that we were pregnant when we were in Toronto, Canada, during a trip. And this is when I was 5 weeks, when the baby was 5 weeks actually. And when we came back to Belgium, after, well, a longer period of time that we spent abroad, we went to our first ultrasound at 9 weeks. Prior to this, when we started thinking about having a baby, we obviously went to my chosen gynecologist, who has been my gynecologist for the past many years, because I have been in Belgium for the past 10 years. And we chose him obviously because I knew him, I trusted him, I really liked him. He's a really easygoing guy. So, and he does speak Hungarian, which was important for me, which is important for me, because we are both Hungarians, and I felt more comfortable that I can communicate with a person who speaks perfectly the language that I speak, even though that we speak English, some French, but no Dutch at all. So we are in good hands. And we have obviously chosen him, and also he prompted us to make a hospitalization insurance with our mutuelle for myself, because we would like to use a one-person room in the hospital, and this will be reimbursed then by our mutuelle. And otherwise, I think I would have to pay around 1,000, maybe 2,000 euros if I wouldn't have this hospitalization insurance. It's also worth mentioning that you should definitely do this well in advance, because you have to make 6 months worth of payments, of monthly payments, before you can benefit from this insurance. Okay, so at the 9-week mark, we went to our first ultrasound. We were both allowed and very welcome in the office of my doctor. And it was a full-on ultrasound with the heartbeat sound and everything, which is very exciting. And he was also nice enough to send us the pictures digitally once they were done, and I asked for them, because I had to ask for them separately because of GDPR. I'm sure if you live in Europe you are well aware of what's that. And then until the 4-week mark, we met every 2 weeks to check if everything is going well. And then from the 4th week onwards, we are going there. So every single time we go there, there's an ultrasound and we can ask our questions. Maybe a visit is around half an hour, 45 minutes, depending on how many questions we have. Because I read a lot of books and a lot of articles and everything, I always have a lot of questions, so we come with a list. And after each visit, we get a slip like this. That's for my mutuelle. I have to put a sticker here, and then I will get reimbursed for, well, we pay around 80 and 100 euros per visit to the gynecologist, and I get reimbursed around maybe half of it or a bit less than half, so something good to consider. What else? Yeah, and then during the 17-week mark, we had our 4th ultrasound, And at the same time, this was a very busy period because we had our NIP test. This is actually a test to check for genetic abnormalities. They took a lot of blood from me, and also it's a very expensive test, by the way. It's around 300 euros, I think, but your mutuelle will reimburse this as well. I think I had to pay maybe 20-30 euros at the end, or maybe nothing, I can't remember well now. And we also went to our first hospital visit. There will be, well, if everything goes well, there will be 2 hospital visits, one at the 16-17 week mark when we can go check out the hospital, the maternity ward. We can check out the room where I'm gonna give birth, and where we're gonna be afterwards, because my partner Milan is also gonna be there and sleep there. We're gonna put the little doggies with the person who can look after them for the few days that we're gonna be there. And we also had an appointment in the hospital with one of the midwives. Basically, there's a group of midwives who work there, who are there to support us. Okay, I'm gonna scratch you, just chillax. And where is my water? Basically, I forgot my water. Just 1 second. Okay, yes. You cannot drink now. So we went there and had a chat with one of the midwives. It was very, very nice, very, very supportive. We could ask all our questions. She showed us with tools how the birth will go. We talked about the natural versus C-section. Really, you can ask any question you have. They were really, really happy to help and assist us. And also, if there are any issues during pregnancy, there's a number that we can call 24 hours a day, and they will assist us in English. Very important, obviously, because French is not our mother tongue. It would be quite problematic for us to ask complicated questions in French when you are in panic mode. And believe me, I can be in panic mode in no time. Yes. Oh, and also the NIP test is when you can find out, besides the result of the genetic abnormalities, if you are having a boy or a girl. So we obviously opted for this option, and we are having a girl. Beep, 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 beep. Yes, so the reimbursement slips, don't forget to, well, send them, or actually put them, the mutuelles usually have like a letterbox where you can just literally just put it like this, and they will reimburse you in a couple of weeks. Also, something to keep in mind is that you should send a pregnancy certificate to your employer if you are working. I did this at the 12/13 week mark, and this is in order to protect you against dismissal during your pregnancy. And then maybe connecting to the work stuff, it's important to start planning how long you would like to stay at home with your baby once he or she is there. Because maternity leave in Belgium is 15 weeks, which is not a lot compared to other countries. For example, in Hungary, I know it's 3 years where I come from. Obviously, 15 weeks is a lot less than that. And thankfully, you have some options. Some are paid and some are unpaid. You are not gonna get fully paid. Well, during maternity leave, I think during these 15 weeks you get 80% and then 70% of your salary, and then for the options after this, it's much more limited. It's usually a fixed price that you're gonna get. So the paid options are parental leave, which is a maximum of 4 months and can be taken in 1 month periods. That's the minimum, but you have to check with your employer, obviously, what are the rules at your workplace. And then the second option is time credit, but for this you have to have at least 2 years of seniority at your employer, and it's a minimum of 3 months that you have to take. You cannot take 1 month or a week or whatever. You have to take at least 3 months, and the maximum of 24 months. And then there's one unpaid option, that is breastfeeding leave. I obviously not gonna go for that because we would struggle a lot on just one salary. But if that's an option for you, I advise you to check the website of ONEM, which is basically your go-to place for all these information. It's in French or Dutch, but you can use just Google Translate and try to go figure. I also read a lot of other websites for information, but really the official stuff is at ONEM. I'm gonna link their website below. And one more thing is that it's something that I came to know very accidentally, is that there is a one-time maternity allowance of 1,100 euros that you can apply for during pregnancy, and this has to be with Kids Life. I'm also gonna put the link below, and you're gonna receive this amount, the 1,100 euros, a few months before actually giving birth. So that is a little booster that will help you with the planning, because believe me, you're gonna do some planning. So today actually I'm 25 weeks pregnant. Yesterday we had our 6th ultrasound and everything is going well. I was prescribed another blood test and the glucose test, which should happen around this time. Basically I will go to the LBS lab, one of the LBS labs, where they're gonna give me a very, very sugary drink, which I hope not to throw up. And then I'm gonna have 2 blood tests. The whole thing is gonna last for 2 hours in total. By the way, we are both vaccinated 3 times. What else? I think that's it. With my tips for you, if you are also looking for information desperately like I was from September-ish, because we are due in middle of June, and yeah, I'm gonna make probably 1 or 2 more videos about the rest of my pregnancy, to update you guys on these administrative things I really learn on the go, and I think that are nice for all of you moms out there in Belgium who are having a baby. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and like and comment, ask questions if you want, and see you next time. Ciao!